and Devin-Foxy Remastered here, and welcome back on the live stream. It's been a while, and it's been a long time on the fourth channel. It's been a long time. So, if you guys can hear me or not, just let me know in the chat so that way I would probably would know. So, anyway, let me go ahead and test the microphone as I can right now. So, let me go ahead and try to turn it on and off so that way I'll be able to turn it on. So, give me a second. Alright. Yep, I tested and it was pretty much, I don't know, I think it was doing good exactly. I think it's doing good. So, anyway, welcome back everybody. And I gotta say, and I have to admit that it's been a long time since we have not even done a live stream on this fourth channel. It's been like, oh, I don't know, it's been like years way back. I think it's like been way years back anyway, but here I am now deciding to finally get a live stream today just to do on the fourth channel. And pretty much this is only about FNAF related streams exactly, or FNAF related stuff, which is only allowed on the fourth channel anyway, so that's all I would have to notify. But as of now, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to go ahead and say that we are officially back, which means we are definitely officially back on this channel. Again, on the stream part, as I said, on this fourth channel. So that's all I would have to say. That's what I would have to know. So, for those who feel free to join me in the live stream, feel free to jump in and feel free to go on ahead and give me some suggestions or yet some questions. Which that's all I probably would need to know exactly for those who might need some questions. Then feel free to go ahead onto the chat and feel free to jump onto that. So, anyways, what have I been doing recently? Oh, I've been actually doing pretty well. At least I guess I'm doing pretty well. I think, on the fourth channel, I'm doing pretty alright. So, anyway, as myself as the second king of Five Nights at Freddy's, is I think I'm just doing pretty natural and I'm just chilling around as usual and just saying is like, oh, when is the next content coming out exactly on this fourth channel? Well, as I said before, it's kind of more like a waiting game a little bit before I actually kind of decide to get back with content as usual. So that's all I would probably need to tell you guys that right now. And also, the good thing is, I want to let you guys know too exactly, is that the good thing is, at least we're going to get a revealing snippet of the characters returning back on this fourth channel, at least we're getting a snippet to return back a little bit with the characters that were previously from the first pizzeria and the second pizzeria as well. So as I can say for right now, that the snippets are going to definitely be coming back. And one interesting follow-up question, is there going to be a Springtrap video? Is there going to be a Springtrap video? Well, you guys got your question, and you guys got your answer. Well, in this question of this dialogue, am I going to get Springtrap? Well, the answer is that yes, I actually am going to attend revealing Springtrap in the MET video soon. After I just finish with the FNAF 2 playlist a little bit with the MET videos, which that's a very good question. That yes, I've been thinking about deciding to have Springtrap come along, even though that he's from the third location of Fazbear's Fright, that actually would make more sense than usual. So I kind of would decide and say that yes, unlikely that yes, Springtrap will decide to actually be appearing exactly in the MET video, as he'll probably be showing up. So that's all I would have to say. That yeah, Springtrap will definitely show up for a matter of a good reason that he'll show up. So that's all I would have to say right now, and that's a very interesting common question. That Springtrap, yes, he will definitely be revealed and definitely will show up. And as of such right now, exactly, I do want to let you guys know again is that whatever is basically I'm going to say right now is I'll tell you guys this exactly and say is this line right now that, for those who have definitely watched my videos on my fourth channel that I actually was talking about what fake purple guy's death's going to be exactly, or what his fate is going to be. Well, I think the only fate and death that the fake purple guy is going to consider having right now is I think that the fake purple guy is going to kind of be in another suit, which means he'll automatically be in another suit exactly, which means, of course, that purple guy is going to do the usual work exactly, which is going to be like yada, 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 yada. Which, I mean, that's what purple guy is usually going to have to do right now, that the real purple guy, yeah, for me right now, I have to say the real purple guy is going to try to like convince Shadow Freddy to kind of remove the fake purple guy's corpse and other stuff in the other suit and Springtrap's suit exactly, just to kind of like empty the suit out a little bit of the spring locks that the fake purple guy had died years ago, exactly while it was from the movie, exactly. That was just my own version of the movie, but more likely it's going to be another spring suit that's more likely going to be assistable for the fake purple guy to kind of have his own fate again, but this time he's going to have to like keep the same voice as usual, so until otherwise, we're just gonna have to see what happens anyway. And I do kind of actually plan to keep on making more videos for the fourth channel, even though I've not like touched the channel for much of a time, as I'd say before that. Well, normally I've never even got like a live stream to get on with a stream anyways, but I think this was probably been like decades or maybe like long decades ago of not getting that stream out. So as I can say anyways, that there are going to be some interesting revealing stuff coming soon for the fourth channel. And I do say, and I do intend to say that I actually am going to try to get the MET video for the characters who have actually not actually, well, more likely haven't got their voices activated, which, the three animatronics I'm working on right now is definitely with a Chica, with a Foxy, and with a Golden Freddy, which I probably am working on that anyways. And also, main question you may ask is that when am I going to get with a Chica to appear in the MET video? Well, I think I've actually kind of figured it out since I can't use the laptop for whatever reason. I just can't use it by any chance. So, my only logic and theory would have to be is I will have to use my phone to use the MET video for that, which, trust me, I know anybody's not wanting to like want me to do that exactly, which I'm not sure anybody can do that, but all I'm saying is I think I'm gonna have to make my choice a little bit wiser here. Is I think I have no other choice to decide to say is like, I guess it's time I'm gonna have to do the MET video for with a Chica, with a Foxy, and with a Golden Freddy to have their voices activated. And yes, it's going to be the same glitch viruses that were in the Withered System animatronic suits that were the same characters, but more likely that their glitch systems were pretty much going to be activated and able to be activated. So that's probably another reason too, exactly. I think that there's going to be another interesting concept of the choice where I'm going to actually just kind of allow the choice to happen. So that's probably the only physics and probably the reason of that as well. And of course, I'm going to have to get a thumbnail exactly to get three thumbnails exactly, or yet a few characters as thumbnails, a little bit of them not showing their MET videos, by the way, because due to the lack of me, like, oh, thinking about other things, my other channels, since I've barely not even got with the MET video for a while. So that's probably why I've not really even touched it, which I'll be honest with you guys right now that at least it's going to come back with the MET videos again, and it's sure as hell going to come back. And let me tell you guys this now exactly that the only thing that I will try to get Springtrap to probably appear in another thumbnail exactly in a playlist, which of course we all still again know that the fake purple guy is still going to be inside the spring lock for a while until the real master, that's William Afton, known as the real purple guy, gets to take the real place and the real role of Springtrap, which that actually does depend. That's going to be on a spoiler alert. That's going to probably be somewhere once like the second movie of my fourth channel's movie is over. Then that's probably when that can probably happen, which yeah, at this point again, I think that the real purple guy has been still continuing to keep on with the plans as usual before he actually does die exactly, which it does make sense exactly before I even will say it will make more sense in the forward time of saying is that how Springtrap is going to like condone many plans exactly, like absolutely many plans that he's gonna like continue to do exactly and will exactly try to like get every animatronic suits from different timelines exactly. Like for example, I mean the purple guy's actually been planning to kind of like use the boxes for any other reason for like the animatronic characters that's going to be like other animatronics, which I'm not going to say the names exactly because I don't want to like let people get confused anyways again. It's because that's a little bit of a hard question to kind of get on with. So as I'm going to make my own guesses a little bit, that my real theory and guess that I think the only matter of the time that whenever that the real purple guy does get killed inside the spring lock, it's going to probably mean that purple guy will probably get killed and he'll probably die in for the sake of it anyways. Well, normally he probably won't die in the season version, which I mean, the answer is going to probably be no, that I think he's not going to die in the season version. The only thing he's going to probably die is somewhere in the movie version that he might die exactly, which I'm kind of referring to on my fourth channel right now, that I'm making my second project of how I'm going to be able to release the whole thing in one interesting go. But as I said before, it's going to be still same progress, same most likely the same date of 1987 of pretty much how the origins or pretty much the lore actually will still continue the conundrum thing going and the interesting conundrum thing going exactly with like the timeline existing exactly between beyond points exactly by seeing is like oh whatever's gonna happen is whatever's gonna happen is whoever's fate's gonna probably take their fate means that it's either how the season version's going to go in season two, which I think, to be honest with you guys right now, that I don't think that purple guy, the real purple guy, won't take place of getting killed in season two. He probably would normally get killed in season three exactly, which, however, there is going to be like an interesting cutscene that I might be able to kind of do exactly is like thinking about inside the box of how the real purple guy might actually get killed, but I think he'll probably stay alive until season two, I guess, before season three even chips in exactly, which it will make sense eventually. It will make more sense exactly how it's going to make sense, which I'll be honest with you guys right now that I hope we'll see what happens in the whole thing. However, that the real purple guy is still lucky and still alive, which of course he still has like a few characters on his side actually considering backup, which I think it's only going to refer to the movie version itself, not the season version, because I think the season version itself is going to be a lot harder to kind of get on with. So I think the only thing that can still happen that the characters might still be alive because I mean once like the real purple guy kind of dies exactly as himself as being the character for everything else he has suffered exactly, which it's gonna probably be about like the next role for like taking the next role of the place of how when purple guy the real purple guy might actually give the position and also might consider giving the role an interesting role for more evil secret plans to Black Soldier, by the way, which exactly will probably would make sense. Which I'm kind of referring to Team Fortress. I'm referring to that, by the way. That I mean, the real purple guy is going to give the position to Black Soldier, which means he's going to kind of give everything else to Black Soldier when Purple Guy does die exactly in the spring lock. It means that he'll probably give everything else of exactly of him continuing his legacy that the Black Soldier will probably continue on Purple Guy's legacy for him to still have the legacy going and have it alive, which I mean, to be for real right now, I think the only thing that who's going to be in charge right now after when like, oh, Purple Guy's going to be like the very first animatronic that he'll become Springtrap, not Purple Guy. I'm just saying Springtrap, which I know he'll still be Purple Guy, but he's going to automatically still be called Purple Guy that he probably is still going to be in that spring lock. So, all I can tell you guys right now of this interesting part and interesting conversation is that, however, in many other secretive ideas of when it was going to go on in many different movie numbers, is going to kind of actually happen exactly, which I know it's going to take its place for a long distance of time exactly until however things are going to go down exactly, that I think Black Soldier will actually be the person actually being in William Afton's home, which is not going to kind of be revealed until the fourth one's going to be revealed, which, it's more likely a secretive hideaway exactly, which isn't going to be a giveaway. It's going to be more of a hideaway, which means normally that pretty much for Purple Guy, he has like a lot of animatronic suits around exactly in his house, which he probably does exactly. That refers to like alternative characters that remains to stay their names, but their names are going to probably be different as how referring to whatever's going to be. So I know, right? Purple Guy has like a lot of things going on, which is a little bit unused right now, which I mean, he hasn't like tested it anyways, but it'll probably be used by the time when he actually continues his revenge on the second movie exactly, that he'll still get revenge on Mike Smith and Jeremy Fitzgerald, that he'll still get revenge on but on the three characters. However, for fake Purple Guy to kind of die in his death of his tombstone, which he still is dead in the spring-locked suit of Springtrap, but I think Shadow Freddy or Shadow Bonnie could use like a transformation power to kind of summon the fake purple guy of his soul to be connected to the other suit, which means that fake purple guy is going to be alive and he'll actually get revenge again, but the real purple guy has something big. The real purple guy has something very big for him to automatically probably, I don't know, get like a very interesting scene for him to probably get something pretty good. But as of now, ladies and gentlemen, that the scenes are going to probably get some interesting stuff going on and a lot of things to continue on. But as I said before, that there is going to be like some interesting concepts and a lot more interesting points this time, which is going to get pretty good. So I do kind of expect that the same voices from the first characters from my fourth channel is still going to do the same voices, which I know it's still going to be unwithered animatronics, but unfortunately, once like they get killed again, by the way, it kind of does mean that the withered animatronics will exactly coexist exactly and will have like glitched animatronic voices. Well, like the toy animatronics have their arrival with the withered animatronics, as I'm continuing the like most likely the conversation of the story, which either A, they're gonna probably be rivals, or B, they're just gonna get to know each other, but they might still hate each other a little bit more. But as I can say otherwise, that I actually am decided to actually be glad to be happy to see how things are gonna roll in and roll out exactly. Which I don't kind of expect much how big or not how big it's gonna be. It's just that it's gonna be the same dynamic. The whole thing exactly is gonna be different as usual. Which also I actually am gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna actually be doing a little bit is just discovering and figuring out a little bit between the facts about whatever is going to come out next is going to come out next. So that's probably what I'm going to say right now. And oh, as I do want to let you guys right now exactly let you guys know in my fourth channel that I have to say that this is going to be our very first interesting 2026 live stream. Since for those who might want to join in exactly, but if not, then well, I normally tried and I normally said was like, well, at least you tried to like come on to the live stream, but I'm still not gonna blame you anyways or blame anybody else by saying is like, oh, like, we missed the live stream and stuff. We're sorry that we missed your live stream, but the only thing is I'm gonna say right now is at least I'm gonna say this right now that, we are finally back to do live streams on the fourth channel, which is going to be a good thing in most good reasons. Is that, yeah, I actually am deciding to kind of like bring things back a little bit and like constantly bring things a lot more return things to come back as usual, which is going to be a good thing here on the fourth channel. Is going to be like pretty interesting, but more likely a bit of a new thing to kind of go on with today, that I'm actually am using my phone while live streaming. So as I can say again anyways, is if you guys enjoy this interesting live stream, then yet again, feel free to definitely enjoy more stuff coming along in this time right now on the fourth channel. So anyway, that's all I wanted to kind of speak about right now. That there are going to be some interesting facts. A little bit of the characters are going to come back, and as the pre-usual way, as the usual times, I'll say again that I think I'll actually reveal the characters that might actually be in a snippet for the characters that are going to return back onto this channel. Which normally, as I can say this anyway, that the characters are going to come back exactly like once like the characters do come back, then of course like more likely the characters will be on the wall exactly. They'll just be like near on the bed on the wall, so that way I can show you guys that the characters are back, which means that that the characters can actually voice their roles again, which means that their roles are gonna come back and might actually get a very interesting voices a little bit that I will probably instantly just reveal the characters anyway of the animatronics, which I mean, for Springtrap, he probably might still reveal himself a little bit when the right time is. I'll actually add him on like the third FNAF 3 MET video playlist that I'll actually be able to install. By the way, I'll actually add the playlist and install that, by the way, once I get like the right good thumbnail that I'll actually will get, by the way, which I actually am have gonna actually say to let you guys know that I'll be honest with you guys right now that there's gonna be some good things that's going to be coming onto this fourth channel, and I do kind of expect that there are going to be a lot more good stuff coming onto this channel exactly, which as long as the story stays at its same storylines, then that's probably what I'm still going to say is like, we're actually going to do something good. By the way, we're going to do something amazing to continue this a lot more ahead exactly. Once, like I said before, that there are going to be two versions of itself, is season 2 and the second version of the fourth channel's movie that is going to probably be revealed. And many parts of the point exactly is the movie's going to be revealed first, and then of course the second one is going to be revealed as season 2 that is going to be revealed. But as in for season 3 of how season 3 is going to work out a little bit, let's just say that the third movie or the season 3 are going to kind of be like the same antagonist that is going to still be Springtrap. That Springtrap will probably be still the main antagonist in the third one. But as in for how Purple Guy is going to do in season 3, probably, well, it's going to probably be taken on a different fate, but it's more likely going to be a different point of view of seeing where all this is going to lead anyway, by seeing how any of that will continue. So that's all I can say. And for those who definitely are in the live stream, then feel free to jump in the live stream if you can. But if not, then yeah, like I said, maybe next time to join in the live stream next time, and maybe like come right in next time beforehand. So that's probably what I'm going to say right now. But as I can say right now, otherwise, that the live streams are back, by the way, folks. Just want to let you guys know that the live streams are coming back on this fourth channel, even though it's going to just be um, myself on the stream. That's what I'm going to probably be doing exactly, and that's what I'm going to probably be consider doing as of now. So anyways, this being said, anyway, I will say this, by the way, before we do kind of wrap this up otherwise, and I will get going anyway. So if you guys can still hear me, then feel free to hear me if you can, but if not, then I'll try to actually do a test, by the way, of the sound, so that way the sound can kick it, by the way, on the fourth channel as I'm referring to right now. So if that does happen, that's going to be a good sign, but we'll see what happens anyway. But for now, it is time I'll say this, otherwise is please be sure to give this video a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, so that way again you guys seriously do not miss a single video that straight likely comes onto this channel. Thank you. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys next time as always. And this is Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, folks. And I will see you guys again for the next video. Your second king of Five Nights at Freddy's. We'll see you guys yet as always in the next video. Bye-bye and see you next time. Signing right out.